I don't have the copyright to that song, but I feel like that would be perfect for this post, maybe, like the Rocky music in the background, and then you flash to this post, and next thing you know, you show the new gameplay, and everybody's enjoying the game. We're all having fun. The defense is fixed. The game actually feels like a football simulator again. Ah, you know what I mean? Like, this could be that moment. I don't know for sure, but I like what I see here. I wish it was more, but let's go through this, right? You got to take what you can get, especially from Strikerz, with the very little they provided on this update. So let's dissect this word for word. Update released, what? When was this released? 2 a.m., 6:04 hours ago. My time, that is. We're excited to announce that our March update is in its final stages and we're actively working to deliver it next week. Next week, guys. Finally here. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised because it is March. They said March. So I'm just happy though, because you never know. Sometimes they could, this post could easily say, due to needing to make the game even better for you guys, it's delayed 3 months or 1 month or whatever, right? So, significant improvements to many aspects of the game. I hate how vague it is right here, especially with a make or break situation. If you're confident in what you're releasing, let us know about it. Or maybe they want it to be a top secret thing and then all of a sudden players play and they're like, it's the post-patch FC 25 type of feel. Because that would be incredible. I still remember when I was playing UFL and it was just terrible. And people in the chat were like, dude, you got to play the new FC. It feels incredible. I'm like, no way. Years and years, EA Sports has done this. They never really fix anything. Kind of like what we've, got in a much smaller manner from UFL with the first 3 patches, with Strikerz, I should say. But I went over and tried it because, the chat said to do it. And man, were they right. FC 25 post-patch is incredible. I'm only using that as an example because if UFL does that, they are back in business. Because every player who's stuck by the game will just be super happy. They'll start going, blowing it up on socials. Everyone who, uninstalled the game or quit playing will see what everyone's talking about and have to go try it themselves. Then they'll have fun again. And next thing you know, all the buzz is regenerated. Everyone's posting about it. All the bigger Nick runs the foot markets, Alonius, whoever else that left coverage of the game will come back and go, oh my gosh, this game's the best ever. We're back. You know what I mean? Like, it could be that. We will see, though. Now, we got through the first sentence. We know that. Significant improvements to many aspects of the game, including core gameplay. Again, pretty vague, but let's see what else they say. AI defense and the skin system. Okay, I like the middle one in here. AI defense must be fixed. Now, do we know exactly what? I wish, again, they were a little vague. I wish it said like reducing AI assistance or removing AI assistance or whatever, something like that. But we know that they at least are acknowledging that the AI defense was a problem. And so there's no doubt that it's not going up, like getting buffed. It's obviously getting nerfed or removed. We just don't know which one, right? That is going to absolutely be a positive. We just don't know if it will be enough of a change because what they didn't put in here is defensive spacing, right? Arguably more important, if you remember in a previous video, I had said, if anything, leave the AI assist, right? And fix the spacing. For instance, eFootball, they have an overpowered defense where the AI assist is crazy strong. But they have proper spacing. And so if that defender comes charging at you, the AI assist, or even if you do with the overpowered pressure button, to run at the player with the ball, you can still, if you're quick enough, slice right through them with a pass because the spacing is great in eFootball. Just like FC, the spacing is great. The spacing is more important. So if this said Instead of AI defense, it said fixing defensive spacing or spacing between your back four or back five or back three, I would have been thrilled right now. I'd be going crazy, right? Now, the skin system, which were well received by super test participants, right? So saying the skin system is overhauled, my assumption is this. They actually put attributes that get boosted, and now not only do the skins have, a meaning behind vanity just looks, but they also give you the boost that it said. So basically on this, it's kind of like an EA Sports thing. They're doing what they should have done, from the beginning, especially if they're going to put these skins out there with all these, different explanations of these boosts they give. This, probably what they did, should have been in there from the start. Now we'll see if they went above and beyond and juiced up the skins to another level. That would be awesome. But if it's just, oh, they finally show the attributes, the right way, like it says, they're supposed to give you boost. Well, then that's just how it should have been done. You don't get any kudos for just giving us what, you were advertising with the skins. However, it will be a positive because now the skins will work. So that's good. PvE mode, so it looks like that new player versus player mode. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like that might be on hold a bit longer, but they will give us that, player versus AI, I guess, tournament mode. I'm assuming, unless this is totally different, but it doesn't say that new PvP mode would be out, which for me, that's what I'd rather see. But it is good to have a PvE mode if you can get rewards in there as well. It's definitely a good addition. I just wish they had a newer PvP mode as well, Then fresh content and much more. So not as much worried about that, right? Whenever you're talking about a game being broken and the developer trying to fix it, I think the customization and all that should be thrown completely on the back burner, which is why in previous videos I talked about, Strikerz just being so out of touch, because while their game's sitting in a bad spot, they keep dropping more and more customization. Not even necessarily new stuff. Sometimes it's just like, hey, go buy this. Hey, go buy this. And then they're also adding new customization. So it's just never going to look good when your game's in a bad spot. If anything, I would have kept giving, small details, small updates on the super test. Hold off on the customization stuff until after you hopefully fix your game. So stay tuned for the upcoming news. So next week, the countdown is here. Hopefully we start getting more and more, hyped up updates that will get the players excited. That's what I would do if I were Strikerz. I would give little tidbits, whether it's videos, little, maybe small but detailed notes, or small but detailed, posts, again, that get the players more excited, talking about the update. And then that will get those players who left the game maybe already reinstalling it, ready to try it again. But let's take a quick glance at what the players in X had to say. Meanwhile, PC haven't even started. UFL says it's in the works already. Can't wait for the new update. Nerf Jonathan David. That's not a bad shout right there. Jonathan David, believe it or not, it's kind of crazy to say because there's Haaland and Mbappe, there's all these other players, but Jonathan David, of all players, is overpowered. It's crazy, but he is. Feedback taken, thanks, from UFL. See, that right there is all the community manager over at Discord had to do. They need to fire that community manager at Discord, who can't just take feedback taken or we'll take a look. He had to argue and essentially made it look like they don't care about, improving the game. It could have been a simple response to Sam Zeno to the video of mine that was shared. It could have been a simple response like feedback taken or we will take a look. But anyway, good response here. Whoever's running the X account clearly is better than that Discord community manager for Strikerz or UFO. All right. Didn't play for 2 weeks. This sounds interesting. F yeah, let's go. Nice. Fire. Too much of a grind at the start, lads. I lost interest and started playing eFootball again. Okay. That's one negative, but not too bad. You got this the strong arm there. You got the see. Why did you create no Ramadan themed content? Well, come on now. Tired of all the updates so far. I've hardly done anything. Okay, very true. But if we turn the page and this update does do something, we can forget about all that. That's the beauty of this. But the update absolutely has to be awesome. PV, do you know what PV stands? Okay. All right, I really enjoy the last super test. Waiting for this update. Cool. We'll be able to complete our daily and weekly challenges in the new PvE mode. That's a good question, and I'm hoping we can. Because that will absolutely be worth it if you're just trying to grind some games out real quick. Not really trying to play the game, but trying to chill at the same time. PvE mode, trying to just get your challenges out of the way. That's a good way to do it. I did hop on after realizing I had the demo downloaded. Have been enjoying, but I have no idea how I'm going to afford the elite players if I'm getting 600k for a win with my starter squad. I'm coming up against the elites, but not sure how I'll reach. That's a good point. If you think about it, let's say this new update does generate buzz, and then you got players coming and starting, teams up. A vast majority of, there's not a ton of new players coming all the time. So if you have a starter squad in UFL, you're in some pretty big trouble, because now that UFL has, a player base that's down to like players that have been playing for a while now. If you just start out, you're going to have to match opponents, and a vast majority of those opponents are going to have those 80, 90 teams because they've been playing for a while. So how on earth, what are you supposed to do? Start UFL in the first, month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months? You just get destroyed because everyone's so far ahead of you? Maybe that's where this PvE mode comes in, where UFL is a game that, hey, look, you have the starter mode, but maybe for players starting at a certain date, they can jack up the points that you get so they can catch up quicker. So it's not such a long time before players can actually start competing in, online, because this player's right. Players are going to be so far ahead of him if he's just now starting up with that low squad. He's going to be in big trouble for a long time. By the time he actually starts getting players and being able to compete player-wise, shoot, he may get tired of losing that much and be gone. So that's a good little point. But all right, that's more like it. Now we're going somewhere. Fingers crossed it's a banger. Are you guys improving the cursor change system? Yeah, player switching. Hopefully they did improve that. I will reinstall the game and give it one last chance. After that, that's it. See, this is what I mean. If this update works, then all will be forgotten in the past, right? That's the type of world, developing video games is in. If the player base turns it on and it's a great version, similar to how I am with FC25, I say it all the time. I hate EA Sports, but they finally did what they should have years ago. And of course, I'm going to play the game because I'm a football gaming fan. Same with UFL. I don't have to like Strikerz, but guess what? If they fix their game right here, then I will be playing because I'm a football game fan. And that's how a vast majority of players are, right? Especially because EA Sports, they dug in so bad with bad decisions that many players they refuse to play EA Sports games, or at least FC. Strikerz didn't quite get there with most. Maybe some, but with most, you're going to see, mindsets like this. I will reinstall and give it one last chance. And if that one last chance is a good experience, we're right back in business. So let's stay tuned and find out. Sounds like we're about a week away. I can't wait. I know you can't wait either. Up until then, keep grinding, keep having fun. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.